Yo, welcome back to The Wall Mindset. So today I'm going to be taking a look at how I built a $75 million restaurant empire. This is from CNBC Make It. So I'm always interested in just how people are making their money, how they're growing their wealth, what they're doing, how people can be really savvy, really creative to do something better for their life. So I'm interested to see what is going on in this one, how this guy did it. 75 million, that's a lot of money. So let's take a look.
Culture is a massive part of building a bridge between us and them, whatever us and them is. I've been an immigrant 6 times in many different countries.
Immigrant 6 times? This guy's a hustler. This guy's gonna make it happen somehow.
I feel comfortable when I'm in a kitchen. I worked at a 3-star Michelin restaurant in
this guy looks
France.
familiar.
Chef there said to me very basically, "Chef, you can never own a restaurant. There's not a black-owned restaurant that has the ambition that you have."
You know, I've seen this guy, Marcus Samuelsson.
My name is Chef Marcus Samuelsson, and I'm the founder and co-founder of Marcus Samuelsson Group and also Red Rooster. Red Rooster
Marcus
is
Samuelsson Group.
become one of the most famous restaurants in New York City. A vision about bringing people together. Opening
man,
Red
looks
Rooster
good.
in 2010
Packed.
was massive, not just for me, but for the people that it impacted here in this community. The restaurant industry is
Got the
one of
whole
the most
environment,
incredible
got the food.
industries in the world because it's all about working together and overcoming. And we're in a moment right now with COVID where we're really challenged. But I've also seen during this time some of the best work in all of us.
Man, yeah, got a pack to go, got to figure out a way nowadays. I wonder how he's impacted his whole empire. These are crazy times.
We ate fish probably 4 or 5 days a week. And I grew up very closely with obviously my family, but also my grandmother. My grandmother was really the cook in the house. If we didn't like mom's dinner, we biked over to grandma's house, where not only did we eat well, but we also had to cook it. Everything from apple that has fallen became apple jam, to always herring to pickle or fish to smoke. And when you're a teenager and you start to have those weekend jobs and stuff like that, I always worked in restaurants or anything in hospitality. Not knowing that grandmother had trained us in this field. I learned a lot about social skills. My social skills being in the restaurant, navigating in a kitchen. It was a place I always felt at home, whether I worked in Japan, France, Switzerland, or here in America. I always feel comfortable when I'm in a kitchen.
Social skills, that's important in anything you want to do. You got to have some social skills. You got to be able to talk to people, communicate, get stuff done.
I worked at a 3-star Michelin restaurant in France, and the chef there said to me very basically, like, "Chef, you can never own a restaurant. There's not a black-owned restaurant that has the ambition that you have. It doesn't exist. Not in France, not in Europe, anywhere."
He's going to make it happen. Oh man, if anybody tells anyone that they can't do something, man, look them in their face, like, watch me. You know, you could just make it happen. Anybody can make it happen. I mean, I know it doesn't end up that way. Not everybody ends up with this kind of success, but hey, if you are determined, you can make it happen. I believe that.
And I really grew up through the first job I had here at Restaurant Aquavit and the success that we had. Got 3 stars from New York Times, and it showed me that I could belong. That everything that I practiced since I came out from really my grandmother's kitchen.
I could talk it up too. That helps. That communication, like he really picked that up. Damn, he could talk it up. I've seen him around.
Seen a path that I can own a restaurant. I can add value. I can create this dream. So I started to write it down. One day I want to own my restaurant.
Once you do something like that everyone thinks is impossible, then it becomes like, of course you should have did that. Of course it's possible. But before you've done it or anyone's done it, it might seem crazy. But I never let anybody get in my face, say it's crazy. It doesn't matter. As long as you have a vision, you set up your goals, and then you come up with the game plan, just go for it.
Every day you're nervous, is this gonna work? That's really the state very often as an immigrant. You just come to a place, you bet everything on this idea, and you work so hard to make it work. I share that story.
Ah man, that's not fair, right? You always try to build something up and you worry that it's gonna come crashing down somehow or just not gonna work out. I think that instead of just, you do your research and you just go for it, I think you gotta have backup plans. You gotta have things in place where just in case things completely go to crap, you thought about it, you had a plan for it. Even in this crazy COVID case, there's a lot of things that people could have set up beforehand just to give them better odds. It's not guaranteed, but always have a backup plan.
There you go. March 16th, we closed our restaurant in a traditional setting and became a community kitchen.
Wow.
And we served over
Wow, you got to
250
pivot, you got to adapt. Community kitchen, do what you got to do. You cannot just stick with the high end when the whole world shut down, you know? So that's right in March too, so he switched it up quick.
Be passionate about your field, about the vertical you pick, because if you're gonna be passionate and you're open to learn, you will never be out of work.
Dude, I love this guy. This guy earned it. This guy can talk. This guy's savvy, so I love it. And then to be in the position right now to actually, you know, help the community, come up with ways to even help out and survive and thrive yourself. This guy got it right. So this is very inspirational. I love that story. Just coming from that whole background and then coming in, learning, and then having the right mindset and then growing it to this point, not letting anybody tell them that this is, you know, because no one had, you know, no black person had a restaurant, but he's like, I don't care what anybody ever had. So, but you know, he has to be strategic too, you know, and then now he put himself in a good position. So I think this is awesome. It's great to hear these sometimes and just learn as you go, you know, because there's so many lessons in here we should learn or be reminded of. But I think, you know, this is a good one. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.